SJN football fans. Today is Saturday, October 19th. We've got a 6:20 start here. The SJN Bulldogs facing off against the ESM Sharks. That's the Eastport South Manor Sharks. The Bulldogs run straight up the middle on that first play. Pickup of 5+. Second down and 4 to go here for the Bulldogs on their opening drive. Quarterback Jack Reddock settles in under center. One back in the backfield, two off on the left wing. Pitch goes to the backfield. Running back wrapped up in the backfield, no gain on the play. Running back on that was Thomas Graybow. Third and 4 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted on the 41.5-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Handoff goes to a running back. Picks up maybe 3 yards on the play, just shy of a first down, bringing up fourth down. Facing 4th and 1, the Bulldogs make a bold decision to go for it here. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line. First down marker on the 45. Three backs in the backfield. Oh, we've got some motion in the backfield. That's going to hurt. After the penalty was assessed, the Bulldogs opt to punt it away here. Punt received on the 44-yard line. Ball likely to be spotted back on the 40, which it is. We'll be right back with the first offensive series from the ESM Sharks. ESM takes over on their own 40.5-yard line. I formation. Sweeping back is swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of likely 4 yards. Second down and 13 to go here. Two backs in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Hands to the tailback. Tailback bounces it outside. Doesn't get far. Brings it back to the original line of scrimmage. Third and nearly 10 for the ESM Sharks. Running from an I formation. Pitch goes to the tailback. He's chased down in the backfield. I believe that was Matt E. Salmeri on the tackle. Facing 4th and 14, the Sharks will elect to punt it away here. All teams take a knee. Snap is good. Kick goes fairly high and short. Caught by Salmeri, but I believe they're still granted 20 yards regardless. We'll be right back with that. Second series here for the Bulldogs, starting out on their own 43-yard line. First and 10, three backs in the backfield. Quarterback Jack Reddock settles under center. Pitch goes to a tailback. Ball pops out. Recovered by, looks like number 80. Do we have an 80? I have 86. That might be Reddock that smothered it. Second and 10 after the recovered fumble. Ball still on the 43-yard line. One back, way back in the backfield. Two receivers split out to the offensive left. Quarterback drops back to pass, is immediately under pressure. He hits 21, who is Will Noto. Unfortunately, that was not wrangled in and will be incomplete. Jack Reddock showing incredible poise under pressure. Third and long for the Bulldogs. Nobody split out wide. One back in the backfield, wings what looks like on both sides. It's tough to see what's happening on the far side from this lens. Reddock settles back for a long snap. Drops back to pass, steps up into the pocket, and he hits Noto. Noto for, looks like possibly 15-yard gain. Big pass there by Reddock to Noto. A fresh set of downs facing the Bulldogs here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the ESM 43. Reddock hands off to Grabow. Grabow's brought down at the line of scrimmage. 1.5 yards picked up on the previous down. 8.5 to go to the first down marker up on the 33-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield. Fullback Matt Salmeri carries straight up the field and is brought down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs after a big run by Salmeri. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Reddock set way back for the long snap. Bulldogs showing a variety of formations here in the opening quarter. Reddock looks to pass, pulls a draw, hands off to Grabow, who's off to the races. 1 man to beat, brought out of bounds about the 10-yard line. Creative playmaking by Team Reddock. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Bulldogs looking to punch one in on their second series here. 1 back in the backfield, quarterback under center. Quarterback rolls out and keeps. Oh, he doesn't. Hands it off to Matt Salmeri. I missed that one. Matt works his way forward up to the 5-yard line. Gang tackled. He did? 2nd and goal from the 5 after that 5-yard gain by Salmeri.
Let's go, Bulldogs. Let's get it.
3 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Grabow, who works his way off tackle. Brought down, looks to be about the 2-yard line. That last play looks to have resulted in the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back after the teams switch sides. Bulldogs have moved all the way down the other side of the field here. They've got 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Wishbone formation, 3 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Salmeri, who stumbles his way forward into the end zone for the first Bulldog touchdown of the night. 6 points on the board here for the Bulldogs. Extra point opportunity here for the Bulldogs. At this age level, if they run a play, they get 1 point. If they kick, they get 2. They're looking to run an offensive play here. 3 receivers split out to the offensive right. Reddock drops back to pass. He's under pressure. He scrambles out. He's got room to run. Works his way forward. Gets into the end zone. Excellent effort there by young Jack Reddock. Quarterback number 26 puts that extra point on the board. 7 points up for the Bulldogs.
Let's go, defense.
After the Bulldog touchdown, ESM will take over on their own 35-yard line. The Sharks line up in an I formation with a quarterback under center. He hands off to his right, who's brought down immediately by number 17, Joey LaGrega. 2nd and 10 for the Sharks. I formation, quarterback under center, split out to the left side. Running back brought down on a defensive left for a loss of maybe 4 to 5 yards. After a 3-yard loss, the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 13. Quarterback looks to pass, sends it upfield. Incomplete. Intended receiver, number 87, nowhere to be found. ESM opts to kick facing 4th and long. Punt has a very nice spiral but goes almost straight up. They still will be awarded 20 yards. We'll wait for that configuration to get set up. We'll be right back. After the punt, the Bulldogs will take over on their own 48-yard line. I'm pretty much standing on the 48-yard line. The Bulldogs looking to capitalize on some momentum they've got here. We got 2 backs in the backfield. Salmeri split off to the left wing. Quarterback under center. Handoff to Salmeri, who rattles off to the offensive right. Breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles, and is finally brought down at the opposing 48-yard line. The ball was spotted on the 47-yard line after a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 to go for the Bulldogs. 2 backs in the backfield. Salmeri on the wing. Pitch goes to the backfield. Graybow juggles it, runs into trouble, dodges some tacklers, and off to the races. He will take it all the way up to about the 21-yard line. After a long run by a scrambling Graybow, we've got 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line.
For my friend too. Brendan, my grandma said.
Graybow takes the handoff, drops it, and recovers it himself. Heads up play by number 2, Graybow. 2nd and long from the, looks like, 26-yard line now. Possible 4-yard loss on the previous play. Reddock drops back, looks to pass. Gets hit while he releases, and the ball goes nowhere. 3rd and 14 for the Bulldogs. 3 backs in the backfield, wishbone formation. Quarterback Reddock under center. He hands off to Graybow, who goes off tackle and picks up maybe 4 or 5 yards. 4th and 10 from the 21. The Bulldogs opt to go for it. A punt in this situation would simply back the ESM team back to the goal line. Reddock set back for the long snap. Receivers split out to the right. Salmeri catches it in the flats. Works his way upfield. Got up to about the 14-yard line, maybe 1 or 2 yards shy. I think I might have panned too far. Not enough for the first down. Turnover on downs. ESM offense will come out on the field. First and 10 for the Sharks on their own 15-yard line. 16-yard line, maybe. Sorry. Long pass goes upfield, connects at the 31-yard line. Receiver number 24 caught that on a somewhat diving, somewhat falling down play. 1st and 10 for the Sharks. Ball spotted on the 32. Another pass sails high on receiver number 1. 2nd down and 10 for the Sharks. Another long pass. Oh, almost picked off by number 15, Sean Carnes.
Nice try. Good D.
He had an interception last week.
Oh, no, well, that was
They're going to keep throwing
You're welcome, buddy.
4th and 7. The Sharks elect to go for it.
Stay on him, Edward!
They sweep to the offensive left. Stiff arm attempted, but failed. That was Reddock on the tackle. Excellent containment, forcing a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. So Reddock will go from tackler to play caller. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted on the ESM 35-yard line. Reddock set back for the long snap. 2 backs flanking him. Drops back to pass. Draw play again. That's number 25 working his way upfield. Breaks a tackle. That was Kyle Angelone on the carry. Excellent run by him up the sidelines. Dodged a couple of tackles. 6 more points on the board for the Bulldogs. This draw play is really working for them today. Extra point opportunity for the Bulldogs. Wishbone formation. Salmeri in at fullback.
You better listen to your mama.
Salmeri carries, falls forward into the end zone. Extra point successful for the Bulldogs. They're up 14-0 here in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
I know.
After the Bulldog touchdown, ESM comes back and takes possession on their own 35-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. We'll be right back. Once again, ESM takes over on their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Sharks. Looks like two backs in the backfield. A sweeping end is gobbled up. Multiple tacklers on him. I can't see who that is, but that's going to be a loss of likely 6+ yards. So, previous play was Colin Moy on the tackle. Quarterback running out of trouble. And he's brought down at the 25-yard line by numbers 15 and 88. 88, I've got James Noble, and 15, Sean Carnes on the tackle. 3rd and somewhat extremely long. 20 yards upfield is the first down marker on the 45-yard line. Ball is spotted on the 25-yard line. ESM dishes off in the backfield with a toss. He is gobbled up at the line of scrimmage for no gain, bringing up 4th down.
They took him right out of the whole play.
In between plays, we've got an ESM timeout. We'll be right back. Coming back from an ESM timeout, the Bulldog defense is ready and waiting. Not sure why they need to go into a huddle after they just came out of a timeout, but it's 10-year-old football. ESM is opting to run an offensive play here, facing 4th and 20. Bold move. Big running back works his way upfield. He is brought down at the 40-yard line, and not enough for a first down. Turnover on downs. Bulldog offense back out. Bulldogs take over on the ESM Shark 40-yard line. I'm assuming we're in the back half of the second quarter here. 1st and 10, two backs in the backfield. Pitch to number 15, who sends it upfield with a one-handed grab by Reddock. Holy moly, I gotta see that one all over again. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Timeout called in between plays here. I'm assuming this is a Bulldog timeout. Got to give credit where credit is due. Great catch by Reddock, but also it was a fantastic pass by number 15, Sean Carnes, who took the handoff, settled back, and launched it upfield to Reddock. We'll be back after the timeout. After a fantastic catch, we've got 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted on what looks to be the 28-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. One back in the backfield. Reddock back for the long snap. He drops back to pass. Under pressure. He is still on his feet, but they're going to blow a whistle for safety here. He's going to take a loss of nearly 10 yards on that one. In between plays, time has expired here in the second quarter. So going into the half, we've got the Bulldogs up 14 to the ESM Sharks 0. We'll be right back after our halftime extravaganza. All right, folks, coming back from a halftime break, ESM takes over on her own 35-yard line. Handoff to a fullback, I think that was, who tumbles forward for about a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and short yards to go. ESM hands off to a fullback who is wrapped up in the backfield. Oh, that was number 17. Joe LaGrega had stolen the ball. They are not awarding him a takeaway. Boo, boo, hiss.
Do it again, defense.
After a quick whistle on the previous play before a running back was brought down, no takeaway was awarded. Quarterback drops back to pass. Number 21 sends it way upfield. Oh, to a diving 24. Flags fly. I believe they're going to call pass interference on the defense, and that'll move the chains. After a pass interference call was made and penalty assessed, the ESM team has moved up to the 35-yard line on the Bulldogs side of the field. Running back tumbles up to the 30 for a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said he wasn't. Where do you guys get them from?
We've got
Let's go, defense!
2nd down and 7 to go. Quarterback drops back to pass, sends it way upfield. Ball comes up short, incomplete. 3rd down and 7 to go. Hand off to number 21, who carries up to the 22-yard line, and I believe enough for a 1st down. ESM's got their first forward momentum series running here. 1st and 10 for ESM from the Bulldog 22-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield. They draw the Bulldogs off sides. 5 yards coming up. Be right back. After some confusion with the chain gang, quarterback drops back to pass, incomplete on the far side of the field. That was 3rd down, 4th coming up. 4th down, 5 yards to go. ESM rolls out, quarterback keeps and is gobbled up at the 15-yard line. Not enough for a 1st down, turnover on downs. For some reason, we're redoing 4th down.
Yeah, that was 4th down, wasn't it?
Yeah. Same pass thrown. Another pass interference call on what should not have been a 4th down in the first place. So the Bulldogs are still on defense here after running a mysterious 5th down against them and awarding them pass interference on what should not have even been an offensive call. Running back brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3 yards. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Fullback 40 takes it, runs outside, dodges some tacklers, and is brought down at the 5. 1 yard loss on that, bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. The Sharks desperately looking to find their way onto on the scoreboards. They draw the Bulldogs off sides. That'll move it half the distance to the goal. Repeat 3rd down. After the penalty, we've got, looks like 3rd and goal, but it should be from maybe the 2.5-yard line. Fullback is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And they're calling that was 4th down, so offensive series coming up. That's football referee karma for you. Bulldogs take over on their own 2-yard line. Looks to be 3 backs in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Handoff goes to Salmeri, who rumbles forward for a pickup of maybe 3 yards. Second down, and looks to be about 6 to go. 1st down marker is up on what looks to be the 12.5-yard line. Handoff to what I think was the tailback, who picks up maybe 3 yards. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 3 to go. Bulldogs working themselves away from their own goal line. 3 backs in the backfield. Looks like we've got motion on the offensive side of the ball. And I'm waiting for some. Yep, we're going to go back 5 yards here. After the flag was assessed, we've got 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs, backed up onto their own 5-yard line. Reddock drops back to pass, scrambles out of trouble. Works his way upfield to the first down marker. Excellent scramble by young Reddock, working his way upfield, moving the chains on his efforts. After a great effort by Reddock, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted on their own 13-yard line. Reddock rolls out to his left, shakes a tackler, heads upfield. Works his way up to about the 30 before being pushed out of bounds. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Back from a timeout, we've got 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs 30-yard line. We've got another offsides, false start on the Bulldogs. That's going to back about 5 yards. We'll be right back after the penalty is assessed. Pitch to the backfield. Graybow runs. He breaks a tackle, but is gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
3 lacrosse games and a football game.
That flag was a personal foul, likely a late hit against the ESM team. That backed him up 15 yards, or moved the ball forward, I should say, 15 yards, and awarded an automatic first down. Salmeri on the carry. Oh, he's tripped up by number 10 after a 5-yard gain. 4 yards picked up on the previous play. 2nd down and 10 to go. First down marker up on the 50-yard line. Hands off to Graybow, who is hit around the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard forward. 3rd down coming up. After the previous play, time has expired in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back after a break.
It's 14-0?
Starting up the 4th quarter, the Bulldogs have the ball on their own 46-yard line. Reddock hands off to Graybow, who squirts through the defense, up to the opposing 45-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs on the Sharks' 44-yard line.
Wait, did you find out doing it?
Reddock hands off to Graybow in the backfield, who skates away from trouble. Dragged down for a loss of 1. Second down and almost 11 yards to go. Ball spotted on the 45-yard line. Just the quarterback in the backfield. He passes to the backfield. Graybow on the catch, runs into trouble, and ball is brought. We've got they're going to call head-to-head contact, it looks like. Yep. It's only on the tackler. It's always on the tackler. Yep, we've got helmet-to-helmet contact being called here. That's a personal foul, likely 15 yards and an automatic first down. We'll be right back after that is assessed. After the penalty is assessed, the first down marker has been moved all the way up to the 20. We got 1st and 10 from the 30. Reddock hands off to Graybow, who's got no, it's not Graybow. That's 15. That's Kyle Angeloni, who was hit hard in the backfield. Second down and 12 to go. 2 backs in the backfield. Reddock settles in under center. Reddock pitches to the backfield. Graybow catches and turns back the other way. Finds some room to run. He's got lots of room. The 10, the 5, the goal line. 6 more points on the board for the Bulldogs on a heads-up reverse play by Graybow, wearing number 2. After the touchdown, the Bulldogs have 20 points on the scoreboard, looking to add one more to the tally. They line up with an offensive configuration for their extra point. 3 receivers set out to the right. Reddock working his way out of trouble. Still on his feet. Oh, he's brought down at the 4-yard line after a heroic effort, but not enough. The score will remain 20-0. We'll be right back as the ESM offense gets settled in on the field. I think that's too many. I think that's too many. Bulldogs, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and one's hustling off. After the Bulldog touchdown, the Sharks take over on their own 35-yard line. Ball spotted right in the middle of the width.
Have you been sitting here the whole time? Since 6:30. I wish we had
Why don't you text us and tell us you were here? I've been like here too since 6:30.
Waiting for the offense to run a play here. Just now they decided to go into a huddle. We'll be right back. 1st and 10 for the Sharks as they take over on their 35. Number 10 bounces it out and then turns back into trouble. Is brought down at the 40 after a 5-yard gain.
You make it.
2nd down and 5 to go for the Sharks. Ball spotted just shy of the 41-yard line. Pitch to the backfield. Number 11 runs and is brought down after a diving tackle by number 55. Mason Artis? Mason Artis on the tackle. 3rd down and 6 to go for the Sharks. Pitch goes to the defensive left. Number 11 is tripped up by number 98. That's Aiden Ciro on the tackle. Correction on the previous announcement. That tackle was made by number 88, James Noble. 4th down, 8 to go. Pitch to the short side of the field. Quick flag here, likely a hold. We'll see what the ref says. They're keeping it a secret. We'll be right back. I believe it was a face mask call on the previous play, but only 5 yards awarded. So I'm a little confused. We've got 4th down and maybe 3 yards to go for the Sharks. That ball goes up the middle and makes his way across the 50-yard line for a 1st down pickup and more. A fresh set of down awaits the Sharks as the ball is spotted on the Bulldog 49-yard line. That pitch, that handoff sneaks over to number 24, who is corralled by number 15. That's Sean Carnes on the tackle. Sorry, that was a 2nd and short yards. 1st down pickup, moving the chains. 1st and 10 for the Sharks. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Quarterback rolls out the pass, decides to keep, and then sends it upfield. Great catch by number 24, who tumbles forward to the 15-yard line. After an outstanding catch by number 24, it's 1st and 10 for the Sharks from the 15, and they tumble forward to about the 8-yard line. Timeout called. We'll be right back. 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball spotted on what looks to be about the 8th. Ball carrier carries up to about the 5. 3rd down coming up. Timeout called by the ESM team. We'll be right back. 1st and goal for the ESM team. Ball spotted on what looks to be about the 3. Hands off to number 41, who is awarded a touchdown. 6 points on the board for the Sharks. shit. Sorry, technical glitch there. The extra point attempt was no good. So the score remains 20-6. After the Sharks touchdown, the Bulldogs take over on their own 35-yard line. See if they just take a knee here, or if they run a play. Reddock on their center. He does take a knee. And on that knee, it will be called a concluded game. Final score here is Bulldogs 20, ESM Sharks 6. We'd like to thank you for joining us here at Red Wolf Video Productions. Please be sure to click that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tick that notification bell to get notified every time we put up a new film. Again, check us out on YouTube at Red Wolf Video Productions, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.
Adam, great job.